Hey, book besties. This is Nicole from BookedandBizzie. I'm your host for today's podcast. We will be talking to authors, editors, narrators, and readers about the books that we love to discuss. So sit back, tune in, and enjoy. Happy reading.
We're going to talk about this book because I got to let you know what happened to me at 1 o'clock this morning.
1 o'clock this morning? You should have been asleep.
1 o'clock. I promise you, you go crack up. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not read the RCF family, if you not have read these DeLuca boys, these brothers, y'all missing out. I promise you. You missing out. I've been a fan a long time.
I appreciate
Welcome
you. I really
to
do.
the Booked and Busy podcast, Tacarra. This is author Tacarra. I'm your host, Nicole from Booked and Busy. Let's get into it.
Let's do
So
it.
1 o'clock this morning, I get a phone call because I'd have recommended this book, this family, these DeLuca boys.
And what happened?
After Latoya Nicole called me, she said, "Bitch, you speak Toya. What are you talking about?" She said, "This is my book boyfriend. Buck is her book boyfriend."
Latoya, that says a lot about you because Buck is a mess. That Buck is a mess. I don't
And
see.
she know it. She says she the problem.
Baby,
She the problem.
you are definitely a problem. If you say Buck is your book boyfriend, baby, you are definitely a problem.
Look, it's 3 o'clock her time. She is rubbing her feet,
In the
kissing
morning?
cackling. She in Chicago. I'm in California.
Oh, let me see, because I'm. Okay, it look like I'm looking somewhere else. Okay, this look better.
Child, when I tell you, we cackled for about an hour laughing at Buck.
Buck was. I don't know what to say about Buck. I love my guys to be a little off kilter, but it seemed like Buck took it another step. Like, I have no control over that. I tell everybody, when I write, I blank out. I let them do what they do. And when I went back and read some of the things that he said, I was like, yeah, in real life, I probably would have knocked his teeth in his ass.
So, give us a quick rundown of the DeLuca brothers so that they know what this, so they know they need to go hurry up and read this because if I give it, I'm gonna give some stuff away, and I don't want to. As you can tell, I was all in my feelings.
Not too much on Buck, baby. Not Buck. You should have said that to him. Not too much on me. The DeLuca brothers is three of them. Of course, Buck is the middle boy, and you know every middle child stands out. He has that middle child syndrome. I'm not the oldest. I'm not the youngest, but y'all gonna know me. And he did that. But I loved his personality and I loved how he grew into himself, but still was himself. See what I'm saying? Like, he matured a lot, but he was still him. Um, he was his man. That man is his, yeah, he definitely was his mama's favorite. That was her favorite child. She knew she needed to give him some special attention, and that was her baby. The older brother was in prison for 10 years. And he still made his appearances in the first two books because, you know, they got connections that he can still talk on the phone and do his part of his job while he's there. Then the baby boy Stacks, he was the character. He stayed to himself until he was needed, and he was doing some things people didn't even knew that he knew how to do. Like, boy, how you do all that? When did you do all that? But they were all close. I love the dynamic that they were close. If you call one, you gonna get at least two of them. If two of them are there, they stuck together. It wasn't like, oh, I hate my brother and no jealousy. Like, these brothers were real close. They were real tight, and I used to do that with my brothers. If you, like I say, if you've been following me for years, I love families. I love to do family sagas. I love the family dynamic thing, and you will not see a sibling of mine anyway that's like, I don't like my siblings. Like, they're always close and they're closer. But these brothers are my second set of favorite brothers. Like, they're on my list as they're not number two. set of brothers, siblings that I've done.
Okay, I have a question regarding. We're gonna still talk about this, but how do you keep your male characters different? Because I sometimes read and all the male characters start running together. They start possessing the same qualities. How
Right.
do you how do you keep them connected? Like you know that they're siblings because they do some of the same stuff, but they are totally different. How do you keep that separate from each other?
I take the fact that, okay, I have children, but I have a son and a daughter. And they're the same, but they're different. I'm like, every set of family have like different, you may be alike, like they have the same characteristics, but everybody is their same person, is their own person. Even with twins, because you notice I did twins, but they were their own people. I can't do a set of sin that everybody act the same because that would be boring. If everybody has the same personality, that'll just be boring. I want you to have your own identity, whether you're siblings, triplets, twins. Everybody has to have their own identity. And when I sit down and write it, like I write everything down from, I have birthdays. These people actually have birthdays because I write them down. I try to go to characteristics off that. Excuse me, I go give everybody a personality before I even start writing. Like I write everything down. Some of them may have a favorite color. If you notice, a lot of them have favorite colors. I write all of that stuff down before I even put it on paper.
She said, "How did Nick get pregnant?" That kind of must have broke.
Okay, a lot that went over a lot of people's head. What I like to do is I like to do a lot of off-page stuff because I feel like you should be able to read between the lines. Not saying that everybody you should, but that's just how I think. I don't want to put everything on page because then I feel like I'm sounding redundant. Of course, it was a one night stand, and of course, it lasted all night. So in between all that, they didn't use any more protection. But in my mind, I had it the condom to break. That's what I had in my head that it broke because they was trying to figure out how did this happen. Both of them were like, "What?" And she was like, "Well, I know I ain't been with nobody else, so nigga, got to be you."
I'm just gonna say, I love them. I'm going to say,
I'm glad it did.
I feel like Buck will be my best friend in this situation. He could not be my
No,
boyfriend.
he would have to be that cousin that you call if you really like. That'll be your favorite cousin.
Yes,
But could be like somebody I would know, baby. You have to be my favorite cousin because as a boyfriend, I would beat you.
yes,
I
yes.
love him.
But when I say when he was stuck,
I
he
love
was
them
stuck.
too. Yeah, he was stuck. Like he was wondering how he was trying to get this girl out of his head, and it was not working. It was like, no, this ain't even happening.
But you know who took my heart? Juke. Juke took my
He was
heart.
the silent one throughout all of the books. But what's funny, I be laughing because I have when I do series, I plot them out. When I kept hearing people say, "Oh, can Juke get a book? Juke, can Juke get a book?" Juke was already getting a book when I was planning this, so it wasn't like, "Oh, y'all taught me into it." I knew I was giving him a storyline
I listen. Juke he didn't even talk a whole lot. He was
at
so
all.
silent. He didn't talk, but it was through his
But
actions.
it was loud. He was still loud.
Yes,
He was quiet and stayed to himself until he got in that ring, and he was still loud.
yes, yes, yes. I love the fact that um I was able to feel his actions. You
Yes.
know, sometimes an author can just tell you what's going on and you be like, oh, okay. I felt that.
Juke's book was emotional for me because it was an emotional book. And I felt like I had to portray his story that way because, like I said, he didn't do a lot of talking and Sophie was so reserved. She was bottling all of that up. So I had to show what he was doing and how he did it versus him actually doing it.
Hmm. Hmm. So is it your goal to send all villains to hell? Because my God,
Yes. You would be you would be surprised at how many people I want to die when I write these books. But quick, sometimes, like I said, sometimes things don't go according to plan. And Nessa wasn't supposed to die at all. She wasn't. You know how that scene came about?
How?
Somebody made me angry. I was pissed that day when I started writing that, and
Oh
it
no.
just happened.
He was like, I can't take it out on you, but I can take it out on you. I'm Olive. Okay, I
Soon as
have
you
a
go to name the
question.
Toya, please.
Um, let's talk about the RCF for a second. I think that's where I fell in love with your writing. Not that I hadn't read you before, but I think that made me become a super fan.
I love them.
And
I
then they were briefly mentioned in this story. So you create the Tacarra universe.
I'm trying to do that. Like the book when I was with my publisher, I had some of my books in certain cities. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, some of them I can't, but I made them surrounding cities. So if I have to use it, I can.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lucas were in Cannon Hills. Woodhaven was next door.
Mm-hmm.
And because everybody running these circles, they knew they had somebody they can call if they needed to. Because see, Denver did a lot of the decorating. Like I try to bring all of them in together. I even made Saint and Eve, Nick and Mel cousins.
Mm. I didn't realize that. I mean, I
Saint
realized they were
Saint is
related, but
their
I was
cousin.
like,
Saint
mm,
Saint is their cousin.
okay,
Is the
okay,
girl's
okay.
cousin.
So, okay, let's talk about uh Levin of the count. What is it? The felon, the Duval County
The
felon.
Curtis of Duval County and Loving
Duval
the
County.
Duval County
Yes,
felon.
yes.
Is
I
Woodhaven real?
told he
No,
was so
baby.
sweet.
It came out of my top of my head.
Really?
Yeah, she said Toya asking is Woodhaven real? No, just made it up. But Duval County felon, funny story behind that. I actually got a phone call from somebody looking for their family members. I
Really?
was on the way to South Carolina to be with my family, and I was like, the jail. So I answered it, and it was a collect call, but I didn't accept it. But they left the message. I said, I sure hope it was a weekend. I think that was like Memorial weekend. I said, I sure hope they get it because they're gonna be there till Monday. And they called again. I was like, wow. And that's how it came. I just turned it into a love story. Like I never accepted the call. Like, I don't know you and I don't know your family. And I was like, I sure hope they find them. But that's how it came about. I literally had a collect call from somebody looking for their family.
I can't remember what her name was, but she was a nail tech. I remember that.
Um, everybody run together. Janelle, Nelly.
Yes, 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 yes. I just would have never thought that you get a phone call from jail and it turns into the love of your life.
We got love at the lockup now. They got all that's blind dating, so anything's possible. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody loves a good feeling. So let's see what I can do with this.
Okay, so how much does art imitate life for you in your catalog?
A lot. A lot. I get a lot of I put a lot of personal things and just fictionalize it. Like especially myself. I don't know if you read Give Me All of You with Jeru and Hassan.
I haven't read that one yet, but I'm going to.
But that not not their story, but the situation his brother was dealing with, my family dealt with that. So
Oh,
that was real personal. So I took that experience because I lost both of my grandmothers a year apart.
oh
So I
no.
put that in there and what um his daughter's mother had, that's what my grandmother transitioned from. And I
Mm-hmm.
put that into that. So that's why a lot of people say that scene was so real and emotional because it was.
So when you're writing, are you like tearing up? Is it cathartic? What is it like for you when you're putting personal?
When it's that
Uh,
person like that, I had to take a break because that was my great grandmother and she raised me. She helped
mhm.
my mom raise me, so that was personal. And when it gets personal, like you really have to relive those things. So when I have to actually relive certain things, I tear up. Even if I'm doing some emotional scene that has nothing to do with me, if I'm putting my emotion in it, I should be able to feel it too. Because if I can't feel it, I don't think my readers will be able to feel it.
Okay. So you have, is it 60 books in your catalog or is Amazon wrong?
It's probably, I lost count. I know I was at 50 something. I stopped at 50. I think Juke was my 50th book.
Really?
I think Juke, it was either Juke or one of those brothers were my 50th book.
Wow. How does it feel?
Still feels unreal. It still feels unreal. I started, I was signed in 2019, at the end of 2019. But that's not the first time I said I wanted to write. Like, I was trying to pursue this 5 years prior, but I never did. I kept saying, I'm gonna do it. My best friend was like, let's do it. And I was like, no, it's not the time. I kept pushing it off. Like, no, it's not the time. It's not the time. And, not speaking, but I'm glad I did because I knew it wasn't my time yet. So it still feels unreal. I still get nervous release days. I still get frustrated when I'm writing. I I literally just got over or trying to push through a writer's block as we speak. So it's it still feels like, girl, you a writer. And people know you. I'd be like, me?
So when they see you out, they be like, "Hey, Tacarra, hey, Arthur, what's Arthur now?"
I met one of my readers on the bus, on a Greyhound, trying to put myself out there. I saw she had her Kindle and was reading. I was trying to put myself out there. And she like did a double take when she saw me. And I was like, she was like, Tacarra. And I was like, you know me? She's like, yeah, she teared up. I thought I was going to pass out.
Really?
Yes, I thought they was going to have to pick me up off the floor. Because I was like, you know me? She's like, yes. She's like, I've been reading your books. I was like, oh, wow.
That is beautiful. That's a
That,
beautiful story.
I was like, girl, like here I am trying to plug myself and you already know who I am. And I'm like, it's just me,
You got to come outside. You
baby.
got to. You got to, because let me
I'm
tell you something. I've been a fan. I've been a reader of your work. I just fell into the Lucas. I was like, okay, I got to figure out how to get her on my podcast because I've already started reading your work, and I think it started way before the Richmond crime family too. But
uh,
hmm
those were a couple of my first series was the family Solomon, the Diamonds. Those are my babies.
and wait a minute. So I just downloaded them on my Kindle. I said, oh, she just re-releases. Let me go see
Yeah,
what
that was
she.
my very first series.
So, what made you fall in love with writing or reading or both?
I can't wait to see you either. I'm nervous for be. Let me let y'all know before I answer that. I am. I don't do well with crowds. So if I seem like it's not. I got to warm up. If I see people moving too fast towards me, my heart go in my throat. Like I get real. I have very bad social anxiety. I'm trying to get over it. So I've been going even to the Walmart and the mall more, so I can get used to that, to the crowd, because I don't do well in crowds. Like you can literally see my heart beating fast.
Darrell said, don't fangirl, just keep it cute.
Keep it cute, baby. Because if you just run up on me, my first instinct like, hey, back up, But don't take it, y'all. Don't pay me no mind because I like to have a good time. If I know you, some faces I may not know, and I wear glasses, and I may not have them on that day. So if I'm looking at you, I'm just trying to figure out who you are. That's all.
Well, girl, I'm about to put my when you put your pre-order, I'm about to have to put my order in because there's a few books I need to read. It's a few books. Okay. So how did you fall in love with reading or writing or both?
I've been reading since middle school. Like I was reading my mom's Omar Tyree books. I My first favorite book was Fly Girl. Like I love Tracy down. I wanted to be that fly girl, down to the bamboo hoop earrings and all. I loved Tracy. And that was like seventh grade.
Yeah.
And I've been reading since then. I always carried a notebook. I used to write poetry. I don't do that anymore. But I always wrote short stories or something. It's like I was always interested. And I think it was because my mom had me reading the encyclopedia. Like I had to know definitions out the encyclopedia. You ask me now, I'm not going to know because I didn't have to do it then. But I literally had to write definitions out the encyclopedia. I literally had to read. So when I wasn't at school, I had work to read at home, and I always found it fascinating because I would read like the history books. I'm a big history buff, and like the um documentaries, I love them.
Okay. Okay. So how do you classify yourself as a writer? Like, are you considered urban lit, urban romance? How do you classify yourself, or do you classify yourself?
I gave my own self a classification. I sound like my niece this now. I gave myself a classification. I say I write rugged romance, meaning my guys are all rough around the edges, but it's that one person that makes them reveal their soft spot, and they only have them for that person. Take I don't know if you read Goon Anthem. He hates everybody, even his family. That boy don't like nobody
Mm-hmm.
except for his wife. He
It's
had a
always that
except
one.
for Nunu, he everybody annoyed him except for his mama and his girl and his niece, but everybody else annoyed him.
But sometimes it be like that.
I know I feel him because I be like, y'all get on my nerves. I
Sometimes it be like
It
that.
be like that
Sometimes it be
sometimes.
like that. Sometimes it be like that. Are you still a reader or you
I
just
am.
focus on
I
writing?
am. That's how I wind down.
What's your favorite genre to read?
I read urban romance. I love or I won't read I don't do contemporary unless I see, but I go straight to the urban romance, the street lit.
Do you feel like, and me and Toya just had this conversation at 1 o'clock this morning.
You were talking
uh,
about a lot of stuff at 1 o'clock in the morning.
listen, me and Toya talk all day, every day. Uh, do you feel like urban romance or street lit, street romance, and or just erotica, they get put on the back burner when it comes to in the literary space? Because I was telling her I was part of a book club, and everybody was either a teacher, a principal, or a doctor of education. One was a professor, and then it was me and my girlfriend who were both in business. We were in corporate America. Do you feel like, because when I made recommendations, they wasn't playing with me.
I
And
think
I like a good street lit. I like a good urban romance. That's my thing. That's where I live.
I think they when they hear urban romance, they already think shoot 'em up, bang bang, all of it. They don't look at the romance aspect of it. And if I'm being honest, a lot of them think that we depict black love incorrectly. But the black romance and the urban romance is really top tier romance. Yeah, they automatically think ratchet. They do. They automatically think ratchet, and that's not the case. We the urban area doesn't mean that it's the hood automatically, or it's the ghetto, or these people are uneducated, or they don't. I mean, yes, it's going to have
And
the
not
aspect.
everybody is have illegal pharmaceutical companies. Not everybody is doing it. They might have a gambling ring, but who knows? They might
Right, they
have
may
something.
they may be smuggling artillery or something, but I mean,
Anything.
my personal view, not even as an author, my personal view is this fiction. I don't go in it looking for any expectations, because when I turn my television on and I look at these TV shows and they have shootouts in the middle of the daytime in front of the police, nobody says anything, because it's for entertainment. I
Yeah.
it's therapy, it's therapeutic, it's for entertainment, it's not real. Some of it may be based off of certain activities, but it gets that it gets downplayed because they automatically, like she said, they automatically think ratchet.
Hmm. I feel like, and I'm gonna go into this kind of early, that it's so many authors who write urban romance, street romance, street lit, who are considered to me as one of the greats. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that uh Nikki Giovanni and Alice Walker and Maya Angelou, yeah, they were the sign of their times, but the sign of our times,
Right.
we are some of the most prolific writers. And I think that people miss out because they think automatically are putting stereotypes on books. Now, some of them might be.
Like, even when, think about it, I'm 43, so with the age that we were teenagers and young adults, that stuff was really going on. That's what we see, that's what we know. Like, that's what we know. So
Yes.
it's like you bring what you know and you just modernize it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So let's have a little fun. Um, out of your catalog, who is your book husband? Who is your book? Oh, hold on. Let me be a little bit more ambiguous. Who's your husband or wife? Your pick. Your boyfriend or girlfriend? And who are you unaliving?
Uh Everybody would, they were crazy, but I wouldn't. If it would have to go between Aries and, everybody hates him, I don't know why, but it would have to be between Aries and Anthem. I love those guys.
So those are your husbands.
Yes, I love those guys.
Now, what books are they from so that they
uh
can
Aries
know to
is
go?
from the Diamond series. He's the
Mm-hmm.
second brother in the Diamond series, and Anthem is from my Goon series. He has three books. Goon Holiday. That's the one I was supposed to bring back for the holidays, but he wouldn't act right. So those two, those are two of my favorite guys.
Okay. Okay. Who's your boyfriend?
I love Saint and I love Meech. Meech did whatever it took to make sure that Deja was comfortable and happy. He
And
didn't
what
care
book is
what
he
it.
from?
He's from Without You, I Have Nothing to Lose.
Okay.
I loved him. His mouth was reckless, but he was intentional. He was
But what
very.
about Mooch?
That's Meech.
Oh, so okay, I got it because I didn't read that one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Meech. Meech was very intentional.
Sorry. Okay. Who out of your series would you unalive? Who just go back and do it again?
It doesn't have to
Who
be
said
male
you're
or
not
female.
scared? It don't matter.
Ooh, it's a lot. It ain't a lot, but the ones that didn't, I can't remember if I killed her or not. But from Heart of a Menace, Lawrence baby mama, I can't remember if I unalived her, but she needed to go. She got on my nerves. Um, she got on my last nerve. Um, like girl, go. She got on my everlasting nerve. Kona should have left. Saint's baby mama from Nobody Loves You Like I Do. She should have been gone. Uh, Child better not say but what that would have been a fight, like literally. He probably would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna let you think you about to kill me and I'm just gonna pop back up. He gonna be like, Stefano was on Days of Our Lives, like, I'm back. Like, I'm not even fooling with Buck.
Now, if you could pick a best friend out of your catalog, who would it be?
Aries. Aries would be my best friend. He would be the homie too. He would be my best friend.
Okay, I like it. I like it. If you, which character, not if you, if which character is most like you?
I'm gonna say this. My female characters all have me in them. Not the little weak ones. When they start running their mouth, that's all me. When they ask you who you think you talking to and stuff like that, that's all me.
Okay, okay, okay.
Topaz was the first one that I created that was me. Cause she's like, baby, find you somebody to play with.
Because I'm not the one.
I'm not one of them. That's my favorite thing to you. I'm not one of them.
Are you patient when it comes to like Mel was patient with Kilo? Are you patient like that?
I would say so. My husband might not say so, but I would think I am. I would say so because she was patient and understanding. And he needed that. A lot of people was like, "Oh, she should have," but why? It's not like he knew about this kid or her. Like this kid is like, here I am. So why would she leave him? I don't know. No way that we
I'm
can
not gonna
figure
say
out.
I'm gonna say I'm not patient. I'm not that patient. I don't think I'm that. I would like to be that understanding. I don't think I'm that understanding. I don't, and I'm just being very honest with you and everybody and myself. I don't
I
think
would
I'm
be.
that honest, that patient.
I would say it depends on the situation too. It'll depend on the situation on how patient or understanding I would be.
Because I don't know. I was trying to be. I was trying to think. Oh, look. Oh, you could be that patient. No, you're not. Sorry, love. You're not.
Try again.
Who you smashing out of your catalog? Who would just get a good old smash?
That's hard because all my feelings was like, but I still would have. You know what? I still would have to say Isaac, Ike.
What book is this from?
Ike is from Candy Rain. Ike speaks word of affirmations. He talks you through it. Yes, Ike.
He took you through there, huh?
He took her through there.
To the mattress, to the windows, to the wall.
I mean, in there.
But wait a minute. I know I'm new to these people, to Juke, but Juke was taking her through there.
Once he did, he did. He
Listen, he
was
can
now
keep
he
his
was
hands off
patient,
of her.
but soon as he was like, yeah,
I'm
he
just
definitely
saying.
did.
Yep. I think I can smash Juke. He might go about all time of a smash. He
'Cause
might
he
go
didn't
about
play
all time.
either.
at all. He was like, I got it.
Neither
I'm
did
saying
Saint. That's like, oh my guys, and Saint was like aggressive but still firm. So I was like, it's a lot. It's a lot of them. They just
does
get in line.
does any of these men imitate your husband?
A lot, a lot, especially with the caring, like how they love on their women. Definitely, that's where I get it from. And,
Your
and
husband, we
honestly,
just told
too,
all our business.
but honestly, too, watching my grandfather love on my grandma.
Oh.
Like my grandma didn't. Like my granddaddy was. I tell everybody, my granddaddy was that man. So watching him love my grandma, and they were married for like 70 something years before he passed. Baby, yeah, that to me that was top tier.
Think, and I'm being very honest, and I'm sorry if this hurts any of my family's memories or feelings. I don't recall that type of love. Did they stay together? Yes. Um, but I've seen the good and the very, very ugly in my parents, in my grandparents, both sets. I don't I don't recall that type of loving spirit. You know what I
And
mean?
yeah, I get it. Everybody's not fortunate enough to get that. Like a lot of people are not. So when they do read it, they think it's sometimes they really do think it's made up. But some of that stuff is really like you witness it some kind of way. Even if I would say my friends or even my parents, like you witness something one way or the other.
But this is what I will
Yeah,
say.
you come on me.
What I will say is I did witness this. So my mother was sick and she had been hospitalized for
Excuse me
like,
for that. That was my husband.
okay, that listen, life happens, okay? And we not hating. Look, Toya, I was like the same way. But I don't think I think how I experienced my dad loved my mom, and I did not realize this until after she died and years after that, is that I told my dad one time he worked on gas trucks. He drove
Mm-hmm.
gas trucks delivering gas. And my mom was in the hospital and we were
So we're talking about
complaining
all.
that we would never spend the night at the hospital with her because we were there 24/7. He would come visit and then go home, go to bed, and go to work. And so we asked him. We was like, "Why you don't never stay at the hospital with mom?" And we tired too. And we complaining. And he said, "Somebody got to go to work to pay for it. So if I don't go to work to pay for it, all the things that she needs, she won't be able to get. All these decisions that you're making won't be made because I can't afford to pay for it if I'm here."
Yeah.
I did not realize that was a form of love.
Right. Like I'm making sure that she's able to get the treatment or whatever that she needs because I could not do it and she'd be
Somebody got to
stuck.
go to work.
Somebody got to
Somebody got
work.
to make these payments because he never once told us no. Like I was like, I don't want her to do physical therapy in this rehab place because they're not treating her fairly. I was like, I'll do it myself. We'll take her home and I'll teach her how to walk again. And we did. All the equipment that she needed, he bought. He wrote a check. And if it wasn't for him, guess what? She would have died much sooner.
And it puts you in a bad place or in a uncomfortable place when you have to make those type of decisions.
Yep. Yeah. I just gave somebody a storyline. Y'all better take it.
Somebody
I just
can you
gave
put
somebody a
used to.
storyline. So, but seriously, and that's a true story. I didn't realize that's how love works. It's not just physical and physical touch and all of that, but it's the sacrifice of it all.
Right.
And I guess I didn't get it. All right. Let's move things around. Um what book was your easiest to write and what book was your hardest to write?
None of them are easy. If I'm being honest. But I will say, because I outline my books, the Duval County Felon was the easiest book for me to outline. It was the easiest book for me to go through. The hardest one was my DV book. I would never write another DV book, not full on. Like Sophie had her parts, but I would never write another full DV book. I can't do that. I won't be able to
That
stomach
was
that.
emotional.
I
That was
I can't.
emotional even for me.
I couldn't stomach that. When my full DV book, I made this man up, and I told my mom if I ever see him for real, it's on site. And he's not even real. I made him up. But if I find somebody look just like him, I don't like him. Like
That's just
I
life for
literally
me.
was crying while I was writing that book. I I haven't even put it back up yet because I'm tussling with my own emotions whether to put that book back up or not.
That's crazy.
That book took me through it. I was like, my heart goes out to any woman that has to endure stuff like that. She can
Yeah.
call me, I beat his ass for her, but baby, I couldn't do that.
That's tough because you have to dig deep
You have to.
to
You had, like I said, I was nervous about that. My publisher pushed me to do it because she knew I didn't want to, and she said, "Think outside the box." So that was a challenge for me. That was one of the challenges that she put me through. And I told her at the end of that book, I'm never doing that again. I said, I cried the entire book because I felt so bad for her. She said, that's how you know it's good. If you felt that way, just imagine what the readers are going to think. The emotions they're going to feel. But I said, I don't even want no, I told her I didn't even want them to read that.
out of your catalog, do you have a favorite book?
Chaotic is my favorite book as of now. I love Chaotic. I forgot about him when I was talking about the guys, but I love Chaotic. I'm going to say, because it's Chaotic and then there's a Johnny. They're the same person, but they're not. I think I love Chaotic more than I love a Johnny. Because this is
Hmm.
something about the roughness around him when he like, hey, it's like that tone he has that he doesn't get for, but he's like, hey, I love that.
Do you have a favorite character? Because
I
I
have a,
realize my favorite character and my favorite book are two different books, and they're not the same.
they are, Goon is my favorite. Anthem is my favorite character.
Okay.
He's my favorite. Like, it's just something about him that like stuck to me. I love him.
In your books, what will you always include?
I will always include a baby. Somebody there will always be a baby. Some kids, whether they know about them or not, there will always be a baby. There will always be some kind of love triangle. Always, you can count on it. And I didn't even realize it, but I saw Rita say you can always count on Tacarra to give you a shower scene, and I'm gonna always give you a shower scene.
Like the
Those three
shower
are
scene.
givens. That's a given.
What three things must you have in order to write?
Physically, my ginger ale, my music, and my medication. Hey,
Listen, make sure that she got cases of ginger ale and her medication because we need her medication to kick in because
I told them, I was like, I'm a Little Wayne fan, and I tell everybody that lighter flick is very symbolic. When you light that flick of that lighter, that ignites something. It gets real.
okay. Uh, what's more important to you? The cover, editing, character development, or plotting?
The actual character development. I don't want, because like when I hear people read, let them read, it's like, oh, everybody, a lot of people, I hate book, I hate book, I hate book. But look who he evolved into. How can you hate somebody that grew just like that? Like he knew it took, but he was operating from wounds. He was from a hurt place. A lot of my characters that are like that operate out of hurt, and it takes one person or something to change that or to bring that out. So for me, it's the character development. Sophie did a good. I loved her character development. How she came out. She was finally able to come out of her shell. I love that. I love that for her. Like she was a real person. I loved him from
I felt
page
like
one.
she was.
I page one. You know what, Toy? Because
You said
page one. He was a mess. Page one. Did he? You know, I'm not even gonna tell the people they ain't read it, but girl, I'm side eyeing you now because
he didn't even know that lady name.
ain't even know her name, and he was like, "Get out."
Right now. It's over.
Didn't you just hear me say I gotta go? He was a mess.
I love it. Um, let's talk about character names. So the controversy always is if an author develops a character name or thinks that they develop a character name, that you cannot utilize that name. Let's talk about it. Let's put it on the table because I feel like you can use whatever name you want to. I know that there are some popular names like the Delgados. You have uh, um, you have a popular goon. You have a popular thug. You got a popular whoever. What's your thoughts on character names? Um, and do you feel like you can still use those names? Like there's a popular Blue, there's a popular who else is there? Help me out, y'all. Monster was another one that people was losing their damn
It,
mind.
it it's a lot of recycled names. But what I do, I try to be original. But if so happen I do come up with something that you had, it's intentional. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't like controversy, but I don't shy away from it. And I just try to keep out of that kind of stuff. Cause I even had someone say, like, to be on the back burner when they saw Goon. I was like, do y'all know that this guy was created in 2022? The one that I had. So I was like, so I don't get into all that. I'm like, I let them do that. I like to make up names. If it so happened to be something that you thought that or that somebody else had, I was just let it go. I literally have an author with one of my exact titles and storyline, and I'm not mentioning her name. It's not even bad. I just literally told her, just in case. I said, if just in case if Amazon say anything, I got a book like this. I didn't care. I went to her just because I knew how Amazon worked. I went to her and said, I'm just letting you know. But mine was published like in 21, 22. I'm just letting you know how Amazon like to do that. And it might flag it. I'm just giving you a heads up. That was it. I didn't care. at all. But everybody don't think like that.
I just think that sometimes we as readers, and I'm going to include I'm going to include myself as a reader because I'm not an author yet. I feel like us as readers, we take things out of context, we take it overboard. It'd be too much. And so what? So what? It's still a different story. It's
It's still a different
different.
story. I may
Exactly.
have I may have Tyson and you got a Tyson, but trust me, these two Tysons are two different people. They got two
Exactly.
different things going on. Literally have they are not the same people.
And it's not copying.
It's
It's
not.
not
That's just
always
like do you say
copying.
your name was Nicole and there's Nicole? How many Nicoles are there in the world?
I
But
mean, Michelle's
there's
in the
only
world.
but there's only one you.
You
That's how I
can't do
look
me,
at it.
and I can't do you.
The only thing I try to stay away from the girls that I do author girls that I do talk to. I try if even if we have a same name, sometimes it's completely coincidence. I try not to use something so close to theirs. That's it. That's my rule. I try not, and if it so happens, I let them know and say, such and such. Because the ones that I talk to know that I write all my stuff down. Like it could been in my folder 2 years ago, and I'm just not getting to it.
Right. Right. I think that sometimes we overdo it, analyzing and trying to say, "Oh, this person." Let's talk about cancel culture. Just, I just want to know your thoughts on how. I mean, and be careful because I know you have a brand to protect. But what are your thoughts on when a book don't go an author's way, or it don't end the way that it should, that they think it should end, or you have a misspelling, God forbid, or or maybe there might be a lapse in a timeline that y'all missed. What's your thoughts on that?
I can give you an example. I had a reader inbox me a few years ago about what she thought should have happened. I asked her, did she want me to buy her a laptop for her to do it? Because it didn't end the way that you wanted to, or something didn't happen. It's my story. It's my story to tell. I don't mind the, oh, I wish it could have, because I read stories and be like, look, it should have, what happened? Like, because I'm a reader. But I'm not about to sit here and read a Latoya Nicole book and say, you should have did this because I didn't like how you did that. Excuse me? I wouldn't come to your job to tell you how you do your work. You wouldn't like that. We as authors, this is still our job. And speaking for me, I can't speak for everybody else. Speak for me. When you said protect my brand, I am my brand. And protecting my brand means respect my brand. If I, like I said, some things I have another set of eyes going on. I may miss something. They may miss something. But when you are constantly in front of the computer, you know what the story is supposed to say. So your brain automatically thinks that's what you wrote down there. It could be a letter missing or the wrong word or it misspelled. Because I know what it's supposed to say. It's going to look like it's supposed to say that. I
Mm-hmm.
may miss that. I literally had somebody give me a review. I forget who it was. I thought it was funny. I didn't even take, I wasn't mad. I laughed. And Nobody Loves Me Like You Do said that I had a lot of errors because they kept saying the word blank and I should have filled it in. That was the guy's name. His name was blank. I laughed. I thought it was funny. I was like, okay. Because out of 30 chapters, I didn't catch it. At 30 chapters, I didn't catch it. I was like, okay. And I just nicely said, baby, that's his name. I don't know. Like
But
the
what
things
else
that
is?
we see, the things that we endure. I'm I laugh a lot. I cuss a lot. So that's the only way. Like you would never see me being confrontational unless I was poked.
Wow. Wow.
I just
I
want
just
the
think that
breeders to
sometimes
get back.
we over extend, or we insert ourselves in situations they don't need to be inserted or
My
extended into.
personal opinion about reading, I want reading to be a hobby and getting out of sport. I want it to be a pastime instead of uh, a lecture or call out. What happened to that? That's what I want.
I agree with that. And stop comparing. Please stop comparing.
Please,
Stop comparing what books we're reading, how many books we're reading, whether and how do you do it, and so on and so forth. Okay, well,
yes,
because I may
it's
not
a
watch
trend
TV,
now. You're absolutely correct.
just enjoy it. I enjoy
Enjoy the
somebody's
book.
story.
I just like to read. I'm a person that writes, but I also like to read. Let me read the book in peace. Let me write my book in peace.
Let me ask you a question. So, do I want to ask this question? Uh, does it bother you when people judge you as being a dork, or what's the other word? Or they try and make you out to be nerdy because you read and write books, because
No,
they're
because
supposed to look a certain way.
I tell like literally if I could put my mom on this phone, literally this is all I done. But I just tell everybody I'm just the hood version of the dork. Cause baby, I love outside. I am. I'm not ratchet. I tell everybody I'm the hood girl from around the way that you want by your side. But baby, I'm still reading some way. I'm writing something. I'm looking at some kind of documentary on TV or looking up something. I don't care. I love it.
I just feel like people feel like that should be shunned upon.
Hmm.
You know what I
Because
mean? Like, why aren't you watching the football game? Because I don't want to.
literally I had
My
somebody
team
say
lost anyway, so why?
because of my personality and who I am, when they found out that I was reading first, it was like, you don't look like you read. And I was like, how motherfucker that read look? You know what I'm saying? I love the accent. Baby, listen. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Girl,
Like how I'm supposed to look. How I read because I read how I'm supposed. Is there a look? I'm like, I don't know. What is that?
I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is a big deal
How,
for.
I just want to know what I was supposed to look like because I read. Because honestly, I didn't know how to take that. Did you take that? Say that because
You
I'm
black and you
black?
read,
Did you say that because I'm a few? I don't. I didn't know how to take that because, like I
or
said, my
because you have
personality.
locks
If
and
you,
you're reading, or because you're dark skinned and you're reading, or because we live in America and TV is king and they want to brainwash you
that
with
really
TV
baffled
shows.
me. I was like, how was I supposed to look? I don't know. Like Steve Urkel, his cousin. That's how I was supposed to look. Baby, no.
No, no. Okay, so who are your Mount Rushmore of authors? You get 4 picks. Who was up there? Who are the authors that you feel like shaped you, that you love to, that inspire you? Who are your four authors that should be placed on Mount Rushmore?
That you saying like ignited my passion for reading
Yeah.
and or writing.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Terry McMillan, Omar Tyree.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginnings, it was uh Eric Jerome Dickey, and then later it was Casey Mills. Because when I found her, I followed her to the ends of the earth. Like I followed her to. I was like, me and my friends started reading when we found her. It's like every book she dropped, we had to have. And what's that? David Weaver. I loved his work.
So we're gonna give him honorary. We're gonna give him an
Hmm.
honorary face of Mount Rushmore. Okay. What would your
Yes,
readers
baby,
be
to
shocked
the
to know
ends of
about
the
you?
earth.
What would your readers be shocked to know about you?
That because you know how some people have a different personality online and offline. I don't. So like if they're on my Facebook and they see me saying that outlandish stuff, that's me in real life. My mom literally got on one of my posts one day and said, "Y'all, she ain't playing." Like I don't have a persona. That's me. What you see is what you get, baby.
I love that. What's your my favorite? One of my favorite questions is, what's your idea of the great American novel? What do you feel like should be included, and what examples would you give as a great American novel?
Um, just in general, like what should it entail?
Mm-hmm.
It should cover everything from the struggles to the pulling it together, the the highs, the lows. You can't just depict the good things and leave the bad out. If you're gonna write the great American novel, it has to show the slums. It has to show the dirt. I mean, you got to go and dig down deep and get it, and
And what
then highlight the good.
what what
You from
what
here? No,
novel
I'm from
would that
South
be?
Carolina, man.
What novel would it be? What novel would you consider the great American novel?
You want me to like my? I haven't run across it yet.
You haven't read any?
Me, I wouldn't even say I've written any that covered all of that yet. I want to, but I wouldn't even say I've tackled that yet.
I disagree with you. There's some great American novels. I feel like, and people, y'all probably say I say this a lot, but I do. I feel like this is a great American novel. I feel like Son of a Crime God by Latoya Nicole is a great American novel. I feel like
What is
that
it?
is Son of a Crime God,
Son of a
because
crime. Okay.
first of all, the depths in which she went to, and by what time you hit that plot was altogether different. And it wasn't in book one, it was in book three that you realize you really thought something different. Oh, baby. Would I tell you my favorite character of all time is what's his name, Toya? Help me out, because I can't, I'm having an
Well,
old
what's the
people
title?
moment.
Because I need to see what she's talking about. She
Son of
said
a
that's not
crime
the
god.
title.
What is his name? Yeah, The Rise and Fall of a Crime God. Phantom. Phantom is my
Okay.
favorite character ever. Do you hear me? The complexities in which she started this book out to how it ended was fantastic. I feel like Demon's Dream is another great American novel. I love that book. I
I,
did.
I, I love
I
that too. Now I read that.
I feel like, and people, y'all argue with your mama, don't argue with me. I feel like the whole ethics series,
I haven't read that.
baby, she took you through every emotion known to man. Okay? She took you through every emotion known to man. The ethic butterfly and a moth to a flame. When I say that was raw and gritty and that was hard to read, but it was necessary for ethic to move on. Yes, I feel like those are great American novels. I feel like the Whist the Whistler by A. Lewis. I don't even like fantasy, magical elements, and all that shit. Baby, she took you through there. Okay, she took you through there. I think that's a great American novel. I feel like her book Unmatched is there. I feel like Takira Allen's Parachutes,
I heard a lot of good things about that.
girl, and I didn't want to read that book, and not because it wasn't her. I didn't want to read it because I felt like I heard it was emotional. Baby, she took it. She took me through there. She took me through there. I feel like there's so many Black authors that should be in the conversation as great American novelists, and they're shunning on it because of the simple fact it says urban fiction.
Because the urban in front of it.
Yes. Yep.
But I would feel uncomfortable writing stories that didn't relate to me and my people.
And why? But my thing is, your voice is important. Your voice, your storytelling is important because it's resonating with somebody.
With somebody. And once, like as a reader, I always gave flowers. I still do. When I get the chance to read, I still do. But once I became an author and I see them, I get the inbox and say, this brought me out, like you brought me out of this dark place. That makes me feel good. That feels good to knowing that I helped you get through whatever you were going through. It's something. I was in this slump, I was in this bad place, but I picked this up and I started reading. Oh, I can relate to this. That feels good.
Do you agree that sometimes reading books save your lives? Because, and I'm talking to the chat, I'm talking to you. I feel like if I wasn't reading the way that I was reading, I would still be in a very, very, very dark place.
I started off using it as an escape. And when you pick up a book, whether it's a physical book like we used to, or the Kindles or whatever you read on, and you just disappear into that, nothing else matters. Whatever you thought you was worried about, none of that stuff matters. At least to me, that's how I feel. Like I could be feel like I'm having the worst day, but when I sit down and read, I don't even know what I was aggravated for now. Like all of that is gone. It just alleviates.
I love that. I love that. Um, I know I probably went off script, and I'm sorry, y'all. So let me ask you this question, and I'm gonna give you your day back real soon. Uh, what's your idea of beauty, and why is it important for you to put it in writing or put it in your pages of books? because everybody has a different idea of what beauty is, especially Black beauty.
Beauty is it starts on the inside. You can be the physically the most beautiful person in the world, but if your soul is ugly, that overshadows everything. So that's why I try to make most of my female characters that like, especially the main characters, they seem to shine brighter because they are so genuine. Like they don't overshadow anything, and they can be pretty, but their beauty, it amplifies because of their who they are. Like their soul is so pure. Like all their actions and all their intentions are pure. That what makes them beautiful. Especially like if the guy said you're the most beautiful person, he's not really talking physically. He means her aura. Everything about her is just breathtaking.
I love a good imperfect character, um, who who's even though she's pretty, she might be imperfect. Like she might have a dimple on her right butt cheek or something like that.
Hmm.
But to him, it's the most beautiful thing.
It's the most beautiful thing in the world. I love it.
Don't have you over here swooning shit. Okay. Uh oh, good question here. From your first release to now, what have you learned about yourself as an author?
That I might need to go see a therapist.
Oh, go
Because
ahead.
for real, I can't speak like all authors because we all write from a different place. But you piss me off. Look, these people are crazy. I probably would watch myself around some of them. Like Buck wanted to slice everybody up. He act like his daddy was Freddy Krueger or something. He wanted to slice everybody up. And I'm not even gonna front, y'all. That's why I said I might need to go to therapy because I remember uh it was this situation where somebody was like they what they was about to come do, and I called my mom. I don't call my mom until I know it's about to go there. I called my mom and said, listen, if she come here, I'm let you know I'm gonna gut her like a fish. I'm just gonna I'm telling you now. So you might want to be on the road. So I was like, yeah, I might need to go to therapy.
I'm funny. That's funny. But do you think that if you did go resolve issues with a therapist, that your books would be the same?
Yeah, I do. Because even though you may talk it out, these are still inner thoughts.
Right.
They ain't going nowhere.
Right. Right. All right. Let's ask this. Uh, fill in the blank. My pen is.
Raw.
I like it. I like it. Um, blank is fine. Blank is life.
You saying blank is life?
Yeah. What's life? Blank. Fill in the blank.
Love.
Okay. If describe yourself in one word.
I would say I am multifaceted. You never know
Like
what
it.
you're gonna get.
I like that. I
You
like
never
that.
know
I like
what you're
that.
gonna get from a day to day with me.
I like that.
Latoya, please.
That unhinged. No, I would. I like her word better. I like her word better. Name something everybody loves that you hate.
Like it could be anything. Uh, it's a lot of stuff that I don't like. Don't okay in the literary world. Don't judge me. And I still root for everybody, but I do not like contemporary romance. I don't. I call them self help books. I don't want to read that.
But you sat there with a straight face, like I know you're serious. But wait a minute, that
I
contemporary romance.
I don't like it.
Okay, okay.
But I still support though. That doesn't stop my support at all. Like that would never stop my support. I personally, that's my personal choice. I mean, it's a lot of people. I see a lot of people say they don't like eroticas, and that's their preference.
Listen, right? I'm not with Christian fiction, and I can't do another self help book. I done read enough.
I don't think
I
I could do.
can't.
I, I don't think I could do Christian fiction. I never picked one up, but it's just the fact that I don't know. I don't want to read about your pastor. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I can't do it. All right, let's move this along. I got a couple more questions. I'm gonna let you have your day. If you can induct three authors into the Author Hall of Fame, who would you induct?
Myself,
As you should.
um, the aggravating gal of mine, Neek Mills, because she always contradicts herself. And Lucinda John, only because when people say talk about book bays, I can't relate. But her stacks, she has a stacks. I love him so much. I love him down. I always go back and read that book.
I'm gonna think, what's it, Lucinda John?
Yeah, let me see what the name of it is. I can't remember the name of it, but I just know it's him, and I love him so much. Let me. It's called Falling for a Boss. It's like 4 or 5 books in that series. Then it goes to Married to a Boss. But I love Stacks.
Okay, got it. Thank you for the rec. Thank you for the rec. Trey, you're gonna have to read it. Um, um, what song, movie, or TV show represents your writing career?
I never thought about that. That's a good question. Um, Thank you so much, Billy. Um, I wouldn't say like the story plot, but I would do that maybe different strokes or something like Facts of Life only because of the titles.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Like for the titles, yeah.
I like that. I would have never thought of different strokes of facts of life. Yes, 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 yes. Most definitely. That does represent what I've been reading. Okay. Um, what I got two questions and I got three more questions and then I'm gonna ask for some advice. What What book or series would you like to see on the big screen or on TV?
Of mine,
Hmm.
the Diamonds and the RCF.
And who would play who? What actor are we playing? Who's playing? Who's playing Nas? Because I want to know.
Who would I get to play Nas?
What? Who is Nas?
That's hard. I don't know who I could get to play. Who would play him? I would love Lance Gross could be a good knight. He could be a very good knight. Um, who would play Nas? I'm gonna have to come back to that. I don't know who I can. Who you think can play him?
Think about that. Think about it, because I don't know. If Lance Gross is Knight, I'm thinking like because he was like very in charge. I don't know.
I would say Method Man, but he's too mature for that role.
A younger
A
Method
younger
Man.
Meth could do him.
Yes.
A younger Meth
Yes.
could definitely do him.
Yes. Yes. I think a younger Meth could really. Yeah.
Kansas.
Yes. He's in. Not is it Nasim?
His his
Knasim.
his, his name is Nassim.
Nasim.
It's the
Yes.
RCF. Yeah, his book is called Nassim. It's Nassim,
Yes.
Knight, Keandre, Keon, and Nicole.
Yes. And they all names starts with a K.
Yes, the K's are just silent, and most of them.
Yes. Yes, honey. Yes. I was in love with that book.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, if you could invite 5 authors to dinner, dead or alive, who would they be?
Hmm.
And I know you don't like crowds, so we need an intimate setting.
Yeah, like can't be too many of them. um, I would have Terry McMillan, but I got some
Mm-hmm.
questions for her. I want to know what she was going through. Um, um, Eric Jerome, no, Omar Tyree, because I wanted to know where Tracy came from and what
Mm-hmm.
is she doing now. Um, mm, um, like I said, Casey Mills, because like I said, she was the first one that I just followed, and I would definitely have my notebook out. um, Ashley and her husband, Ashley and Jaquavis, because I got questions too. um, I think that's about it. That's already enough people
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
for me, anyway.
Uh, if you could trade okay, I really do want to ask this, and then I'm gonna go to your advice. If you could trade places with a character, which character would it be, and from what book is it?
One of my characters,
Mm-hmm.
it would probably be, it probably would be India, because uh Rebel didn't play with her either. He knew what he wanted and he protected her. He knew, like, I don't want get this man from around here. Like, he didn't put her in any harm. I think that was one of the only characters that, well, she did it to herself though, but didn't get into like real harm's way, that he didn't do it, but she did it herself. But I like their dynamic.
And what book is that from?
Thicker Than Blood.
Okay. And uh um where do you recommend people starting your catalog?
With the RCF.
Okay. So those are the ones we was just talking about. Keandre, Knight, uh Nas, y'all, Nicole.
And then
Y'all
go
better
and
go
then
get
go
that.
to the DeLucas after, straight after.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. Hey, um, what book didn't get as much love, but you felt was really good out of your catalog that they should go read?
I have two. Honestly, I have three.
Okay.
The first one is Who Can I Trust? It was Dallas. They don't take to female queen pins too much. And I never understood that.
Okay.
Um, Memoirs of a Solid Bitch. It was Dutch. They said she was too hard, but she was operating out of a very traumatic place. Like,
Okay.
she had to have to be hard as she was. And Without You, I Have Nothing to Lose. I think Meech was very, very underrated. You have a theory about the female queen pins? Let me know, because I don't understand why they get such a hard time when they doing the same thing that men do. I don't get that.
Well, I'll be reading all three of those books. So, I think guys, I'm asking for you guys to go pick up those books. If y'all have not read about the DeLuca brothers, please go pick up those books. If you have not read the RCF, pick up that book. Listen, the courtesy of a Duval County fella, get it,
I love
get it,
Sharik.
get it. Okay, y'all make sure y'all dive into her catalog. We say we support, then support. Read the books, enjoy them. You ain't got to go through it with a fine tooth pencil. You don't have to, just enjoy it. Let her know how you feel about the books. It's sometimes you don't like the characters, but you love the book. It's okay. But be
Right.
respectful when you drop in DMs or you leaving messages and things like that. Just
Please.
take the story for what it is. Just we supporting. That's what we doing. Okay.
Right. Because still
Um,
at the end of the day, we are as human as you are. And we have real human reactions and emotions.
they got shit going on too outside of them writing the book. That's not what they're only here for. They entertain you, and yeah, you buy a product for them. But again, she has a husband, they're cheering. I'm sure she got other things going on outside of writing books. She got a mother. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Things happen. So please give a little a bit of grace when you're reaching out to these authors. Make
And
sure you support.
90% of our job is mental.
Yeah.
90% is mental.
See?
So if we constantly see the bashing and the bickering and the hate, that does not work well with our mental, and we won't be able to produce. And honestly, sometimes the mental strain may not have nothing to do with us, but if you see it, it's going to affect you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what advice would you give new authors or authors that have been going that have might have lost their stride in writing books?
Drown out the background noise. Write your book. Write your story. Drown out everything else around you.
Don't worry about what the readers is asking for. Just
Don't
do
this
it.
right. Because if you put that much into trying to please everybody, you're gonna be the only one that's not fulfilled.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. So, Inquiry Minds want to know, are you going to be outside in 2026?
That's the plan.
Are we
I'll
going
be at Black Romance in May, and I will be at Urban Lit in August.
I'll see you in May then. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Um, where could people purchase your books, or where do you prefer that they purchase your books from? Your website or Amazon, or where would
Um,
you like for people to go?
I have my books on my website. It's because it's a pay hip site, so I have to let me see if I can post it in the comments.
So while she's looking that up, what social sites are you on so that people can follow her? Follow people. Follow.
I'm on Instagram and TikTok as author Tacarra and Threads. I'm on my Facebook as my name, Tacarra Joseph. That's the page. I have an author page, but I'm mostly on my personal page where everything is everything is there. You get a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Um,
So
it would be easier if you follow me on Instagram, and I think on here I have the link in my bio with my website. It's
make
either
sure
under my
y'all
link
go.
tree or it'll say bookstore, but I have it up there because PayHip doesn't give you that little. It's a longer link, but I have it on my Instagram.
Make sure y'all go to the link in her smile. Because TikTok, they be funny with the words. Make sure y'all go follow her on all her platforms. Make sure that you hit up her store. There are 3 books that she wish she got a little bit more love. I need y'all to read them. So, Who Can I Trust? Memoirs of a Solid. Is that what you said?
Bitch.
Solid bitch. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Memoirs of a Solid Bitch. Okay, y'all. We go. I'm going over there. And Without You, I Have Nothing to Lose. Y'all make sure y'all go read those books. If you haven't already, check out the DeLuca brothers. Okay. And that
Cause baby,
is
we gonna be for a time. Buck gonna take you for a ride.
yeah, Too Many One Nights.
Too many
Okay.
one nights.
Too Many One Nights. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. And all the books to follow after that. It ends with Juke. Okay, which is a spinoff of the DeLuca families. Y'all, so let me pop my shit real quick so I can give this beautiful lady her day. Um, y'all know where y'all can find me: TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Facebook. Um, I'm on Substack. I don't have anything on there yet, and Blue Sky. So y'all can find me on any of those platforms. Um, My website is www.bookedandbizzie, as it is right here. Can y'all see it right there? Bookedandbizzie.com. Check out what's going on with me. The other thing is I am going to the Boozy Book Tour in the end of February. The 26th, is it 26th, 27th? No, 27th, 28th, and March 1st. Y'all make sure, y'all make sure, y'all make sure if y'all coming to Vegas, get your tickets. Okay? The time is going to be had. I will be your official podcaster there at the Boozy Book Tour. So make sure y'all get your tickets. The other thing is, thank you so much. The other thing is, I will be at BRBF, okay, helping out Shannon and Storm for the Boozy Book Tour as they are going to be vendor. Is it a vendor or a sponsor? I think it's a sponsor. Y'all make sure I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay. April, I will be hosting the Cali Author Takeover presented to you by author Shelley P. Just know Chocolatra will be at the game night. That's my alter ego. She will be at the game night, cutting up. Okay, a time will be had. Sunday, Nicole from Booked and Busy will be hosting the book event. So time will be had. Y'all make sure the event is free. But if you want VIP tickets, y'all contact author Shelly P and get your tickets because I think there's some privileges with VIP status than it is with. I know you get a swag bag and you get in earlier than the general admission. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you get your tickets with author Shelly P. That is April 24th and 25th, I think. Whatever that weekend is, it's that weekend. So Storm will be your official podcaster for that one. She may be walking around asking questions. Okay. So if you're looking to get on Lekker Time Book Talk, that will be your opportunity. And then in June, I will be at the Boozy Book Tour Dungeon Night. NDAs will be signed. Chocolate will be in effect. Don't mind me. We'll go on there, stay there. Okay? Are we clear? Okay? Keep your mouth shut. Okay? All
Zip it.
right. So that's what I have going on. Oh, next week we have, tomorrow I have author Britt W. She's a new to me author. I was super excited to read her book, her rom-com. And when I tell you, I laughed so hard at her characters. And y'all can see through my reading reactions, I laughed hard. Um, uh, Author Krista Armstead is being rescheduled. She had a scheduling conflict. So she will be rescheduled to March 22nd. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for her because I know that I said that she was going to be on, but she had a scheduling conflict. Next weekend, I have author Ms. Wright on Saturday, 1 p.m. And then on Sunday, the 15th, I have Shay, the literary book girly, which is a content creator and a reader. We're going to be talking all books, okay? Everything. And then that's at 1 p.m. And then at 4 p.m., I have Sister Harlem, our very own Sister Harlem, my other seasoned sister. Because, see, listen, we seasoned. We a little older than you. I, we be out here with these young folks. Begging you. So we're gonna have a good time with Sister Harlem. So I have a 2-for-1 next Sunday. I have Miss Wright on Saturday, and then tomorrow I have Britt W. Make sure y'all tune in. Oh, tomorrow the time has changed. It will be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I will be on a little bit later, not at 1 p.m. but at 4 p.m. Y'all make sure y'all support all of these content creators. Y'all make sure y'all support these authors because guess what they don't have to do is entertain us. Okay? Make sure y'all respectful when y'all talking to these authors and they will give you the same respect. I'm almost certain that they will. Make sure that if you have constructive criticism, you can be respectful when you put it in there. Okay? So let's
Absolutely.
be respectful. Let's maintain a sense of decorum and that's that. That's my soapbox for the day. I just want to say thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you so much. I really do enjoy
I
this
had
book.
fun. I really appreciate you inviting me. I had
I
a good
told you it
time
wasn't
talking
gonna
to
be
y'all.
bad. I told you it was gonna be bad. I told you I got 1,000 questions, but I was like, let me pick out the ones that I know, the questions I want to know. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the conversation. Y'all make sure y'all support your Black authors, because guess what? They don't have to do this if they don't want to. So y'all make sure y'all support them. Enjoy the books. That's it. Thank you so much. I hope
Thank
you have
you.
a wonderful day and happy reading, y'all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.